Marty Burns, and I'm joined as always by Tim Thompson. Present the Hazleton area Cougars visiting the hometown Spartans of Wyoming Valley West. Welcome back to First Look. I'm Marty Burns, joined by the czar of baseball, Tim Thompson. And Tim, in some papers today, you may have seen an article by the Associated Press involving Shoeless Joe Jackson in the Hall of Fame. Would you care on speculating on that story?
Well, what we have is Ted Williams, Bob Feller, two of baseball's greats, have petitioned the commissioner's office to have him reinstated so he could be eligible to be in the Hall of Fame. He was a 3-4.
Cougars will battle the Wyoming Valley West Spartans. Welcome back to First Look. And tonight, Hazleton area seeks revenge from an earlier loss at home against the Wyoming Valley West Spartans. Earlier on tonight, Tim Thompson spoke to Hazleton area head coach Bruce Live.
With me is the head coach of the Cougars, Bruce Live. Coach, you have a 10-game winning streak. You're running real hot. But you started out the season, underneath on the boards you had some problems. Tucker and Veet come a long way. What do you attribute to this improvement to?
Well, I think, first of all, Tim, that Matt Tucker was hurt earlier in the year and missed the Reading game. The first two games we lost. Not to make a major excuse for him, but he did have a fractured orbit muscle there. Actually, the one underneath that was slightly fractured. Had to wear a mask. He's really come on since he's been healthy. Jonathan Veet is a sophomore who's coming on just from experience.
Just game experience.
I think so. Yeah, definitely. He's going to be a real good player. And as I've told him, we want to see it this year. We know you're going to be good next year and year after.
Outstanding. Now, in your shooting, you started off the year, a lot of cold quarters. Now, later on in this streak, now you got more hot quarters. What's improved the shooting?
Well, I think we're taking better shots. Looking at some of the video of past games where we didn't play well, where we had bad quarters, Tim, 1-2 passes, forced shot. 1-2-3 passes, forced shot. It's not so much we want to milk the ball. It's just we're looking for good shots. If that happens after 2 passes, fine, but they got to be open shots.
Better percentage shots.
Exactly.
Okay, now let's go on and look at what your defenses have done. You've got different defenses, but you have one that's predominantly carrying you strongly against these teams. What defense would that be?
Well, I think we're playing our matchup better than we've played it, and when we do that, we're successful. But along with the matchup, you have to hit the boards. If you don't hit the boards, all 5 guys going defensive boards, makes the matchup look awfully silly. Also, you have to stop penetration, and tonight they have rebounders and guys that can penetrate.
You have used some presses at times.
Yeah, we will press. We'll play man at times. We'll trap full court. We sprinkle those in as stunts, but our main defense has been the matchup, the 1-2-2.
What do you feel is going to be the key to winning tonight's game?
I think just that. The rebounding is the key. If they're allowed to control the boards like they did the first time, we could be in for a long evening. Boncheski, Vinavorsky really hit the boards well. McGear, for his size, really gets up. So we're going to have to hit the boards, and again, get into offense and shoot better. We shot terrible last time we played them, 24%. I mean, I'm surprised we only lost by 12.
Well, Coach, good luck to you tonight. Make it 11 in a row.
Thanks a lot, Tim.
Back to you.
Okay, Tim, earlier this season we saw Wyoming Valley West go up to Hazleton area and defeat Hazleton area on their own court here on WYLN. What are they got to do tonight to avoid that happening to them?
Well, Hazleton's hot, so you've got to cut down on turnovers. Boncheski's going to have to go to the boards and control the boards and have a real big night. Now, you had a chance to speak with Coach Rossick earlier. What did he have to say about this, Marty?
Okay, I'm with head coach John Rossick of the Wyoming Valley West Spartans. And Coach, your Spartans come in tonight with a 13-4 record overall, and you play sophomores and juniors significantly. But what do your seniors on your squad do to provide leadership for some of the younger players?
We have 3 real good seniors, Marty. Scotty Vinavorsky, one of our co-captains. He's our go-to guy, our team leader. Justin Katarski, our leading assist man on the team. And Jimmy Casey, who's been doing a real nice job off the glass for us and just going out and doing his fundamental things real well.
Okay, Coach, one of your sophomores, Phil Boncheski, played a lot last year as a freshman, playing again tremendously this year as a sophomore. How do you feel he's progressed so far? And I know as a coach, you don't think that you have a perfect player, so what does he need to improve on in the next 2 seasons here at Valley West?
Phil's been hitting the weight room on a consistent basis. He hit a couple summer camps. He's always in the gym. He's always looking to get his shots in. He's just a real hard worker, and if he continues to work hard and continues to do what he's supposed to do well, he'll do a real nice job.
Now, last time out against Hazleton area, you took the tough ride up I-81, and Phil got 21 points against the tough Hazleton area team in their own gym. Hazleton now has run off 10 straight wins since that loss against your Spartan team. What difference do you see in Hazleton a month ago and compared to what they are tonight coming into Valley West?
Well, we were the last team to beat Hazleton up there. I'm sure they're coming down here with revenge on their minds. And Bruce does a real nice job coaching up at Hazleton. He's been there from day one. And I think they'll be down here and they'll be a lot more better prepared than when we saw them up in Hazleton.
Okay, finally, Coach, this big WVC Division I battle against Hazleton, what do you think are the keys to tonight's game?
We have to rebound, and we have to cut down on our turnovers, and bottom line, put the ball in the hole. We've been struggling a little bit, scoring points, and hopefully tonight we snap out of it.
Okay, Coach, good luck tonight against Hazleton area.
Thanks, Marty.
Well, basically right now, Tim, I think the talk is over. It's time to get on with the battle. So coming up next, we'll send it over to Conio Costanzo and Pete Erickson, where Hazleton area will play Wyoming Valley West. But before we leave you, there you see Matt Tucker, Saturday night against Nanticoke. He had 18 points and 10 caroms. He needs to do the same tonight for Hazleton area. Back with the game next.
Welcome to Plymouth. A chilly evening in northeastern and central Pennsylvania. The Wyoming Valley Conference Division II second half play continues tonight. Great matchup from Wyoming Valley West High School as the Spartans host Hazleton area. Glad you could join us, everyone, here on WYLN. I'm Conio Costanzo. Well, Pete Erickson, last time these two teams met, Valley West, very impressive win at Hazleton Area High School. For Hazleton Area tonight, though, they've got a very different team in the fact that they're playing much better, 10 wins in a row, and one reason why Hazleton Area is playing so well, the play of Matt Tucker.
Well, Matt Tucker in the last meeting did not score. He had a problem with a fractured bone in his face, and he was wearing goggles at the time. And talking with Coach Bruce Leib, and I suspected the same thing, it was bothering him in that game. But he did not score, and that was a real key factor why Hazleton did not win that ball game. So tonight, Tucker's on a roll, and Wyoming Valley West is going to have to play good defense to be able to contain him.
And John Rossick's team also needs help, not only from the big guy inside, but they also need to get some points from Tugger McGeer and Scott Vinogorski.
Well, the last time they played, they only had 2 field goals between them. Now, outside of Boncheski, they're the next keys to the Wyoming Valley West offense. So they have to score tonight for Valley West to win.
Well, we'll find out what happens. They are announcing the starters for both squads right now. When we come back, we'll have the tip-off. Wyoming Valley West hosting Hazleton area. More when we come back to Wyoming Valley High School in Plymouth. And we are back here at Wyoming Valley West High School. Right now, Janelle Weinstock will be singing our national anthem. And again, Janelle Weinstock singing our national anthem. And let's take a look at the starting lineups for both of these teams. Obviously, Matt Tucker, key player in this ball game for Hazleton area. And for Wyoming Valley West, Phil Boncheski has been their key player, Pete Erickson, all year long for Johnny Rossick's Valley West Spartans.
Well, last time in the game against Hazleton, he scored 21 points. He was the whole offensive show. And with Tucker not scoring and the majority of the Hazleton players not producing offensively, Boncheski dominated the game and was the reason on why Valley West won the contest. Tonight, with Tucker back in the flow offensively, with the way Hazleton plays defense, it's going to be a tough time. That's why Boncheski needs help tonight, especially from McGear and Vinogorski.
Officials for tonight's game, Tommy Cosen and Ed DeMichael. Tommy will tip it up in the air, and we are underway. Jonathan Veet controlling for Hazleton area. Mariano spots the 3-ball hard, no. Rebound comes down in the hand of Jim Casey. Vinogorski. And now Tucker McGear. Boncheski. Around to Justin Kotarski. McGear's open. That no good. Offensive board, but stripped away, and here comes Nathan Mariano. Ball out of bounds. It went off the hands of Justin Kotarski. Cougars will have it.
Of course, for Hazleton, for Wyoming Valley West tonight, they're going to have to beat matchup zone by Hazleton in order for Valley West to be able to win here tonight.
This is Tucker. Bobby Broyan. Open shot. Basket's going to count, and there's going to be an offensive foul on Jonathan Veet.
Broyan got there. We'll see Broyan here. Broyan scores the first field goal in the ball game, and Wyoming Valley West will bring it up.
Dribbles inside, the hook, no good.
Tough shot by Boncheski there, off balance. Ball knocked out of bounds.
And Valley West is going to have the basketball with 6:41 remaining. 2-0. Hazleton area with the lead.
Hazleton with that 2-3 matchup zone.
McGear in the lane. No. Tucker the board. Mariano pushes. Tucker, not a bad shooter from the outside. Controlled by Scott Vinogorski.
Hazleton really gets you to play their game. And of course, Valley West, if they had a chance, would get their running game going.
Jim Casey, whose twin brother Joe is on this team, and Jim ties the game at 2.
And to beat that defense, Conio, you got to have that outside shooting. If they can get that tonight, they'll be in this the whole way.
But because the inside game will probably be there because Boncheski's so good. Tucker, great move there. Banked it off the glass and in. He got Phil Boncheski to leap. 2-point lead for Hazleton area. Boncheski banked too hard. Here comes Michael Barletta. Michael Barletta to the hole, to the glass, no. Tucker the board. Now stripped away by Justin Kotarski.
Good job there by Kotarski taking the ball right away from Tucker.
McGear. Flashing open. Casey, no. Got his own rebound. The lefty missed that too. and Jonathan Beat got the rebound.
Boy, Valley West has had some good shots so far.
Barletta in and out with the three. And Vinavorsky got the rebound, and he came up a little slowly, almost as if he got hit in the face. Looks like he's okay, though. Corner. Kotarski, no. Here comes Bobby Broyan. Boy, a lot of misses by both teams.
Yeah, so far Valley West, they've had the shots there.
That one wide open for Jonathan Beat inside.
Great pass from Tucker out of the corner to Veet inside. He snuck underneath the Valley West defense and got a layup.
Bonchesky, nothing there. Kotarski hard off the back of the iron. Tucker the board. Tucker hanging out of that basketball. Some of the fans here wanted offensive foul. Barletta. Oh, pretty move. And Michael Barletta now makes it an 8-2 run, and a timeout is called by John Rossick. It is a 20-second timeout for John Rossick. Here, two of those points. Here's Matt Tucker inside.
You see that Tucker getting the ball there inside. Was up with the left hand. Great shot by Tucker. Now you'll see Barletta on the drive with lots of authority. Through a couple of Valley West players and lays it in. Great move by Mike Barletta. 6 in a row scored by the Cougars. And they have a commanding 8-2 lead, but Valley West have had the shots against the zone, and they have only been able to hit one, and that was a shot by Jim Casey.
Valley West has tried to take some shots quickly. In the lane, McGear could not get it to go. McGear fighting for the rebound, and a whistle called. And I think it's Jonathan Beat who's going to pick up the foul here.
Great move there by McGear, but even Valley West has had some decent shots inside and haven't been able to score.
That foul was against Barletta. That's his first. Jim Casey was open inside. He decided to pass it away, and the turnover.
Bad move there by Casey. Had a layup.
Almost a turnover there, and it is controlled by Tim Needle, who's into the ball game for the first time.
Coach John Rossick hoped to get some offense in here.
Bonchesky out to Needle. Trickling down under the 3-minute marker, near the 3-minute marker, excuse me. Bonchesky fouled by Tucker, and the fans who have traveled down 81 don't agree with the call.
A tough call there on Matt Tucker. Pretty good defense there. Had Bonchesky tied up. You can see good defense there by Tucker. Reaches in, and that's where referee Ed DeMichael got the foul. Maybe he did get him on the wrist.
Tucker has been in double digits on the scoreboard in 6 of their last 7 games. And his play the last 3 or 4 weeks has improved drastically.
One thing you see, too, Valley West, that without the ball are moving excellently without the ball. And there you can see what happened, a layup there for him.
Scott Vinavorsky cuts the lead to 4. Basketball out of bounds, Hazleton area possession. And the last bucket by Scott Vinavorsky.
You'll see Vinavorsky getting the ball, moving without the ball, gets the ball, and gets the layup off it. Against that 2-3 zone, you got to move. The other players that do not have the ball have to move and create situations.
And the Spartans did that time.
One thing Pittston didn't do when they played Hazleton a couple of weeks back, everybody stood around and played right into the hands of the 2-3 zone.
Mariano missed Valley West controls as we're now nearing the 2-minute mark here in the first. Tim Needle almost with the traveling call.
Rob Adams is also in the game.
Rebounding pretty even. Oh, nice move there by Bonchesky. Couldn't get it to fall. Got the rebound, though, and the bucket. Phil Bonchesky. It's now an 8-6 game.
Good job there by Phil. He stayed with the play all the way and ended up scoring off it.
Mariano finding Barletta. Michael Barletta in the lane. A lot of contact, no call. Stolen away. Barletta's got it. Fouled. And it's going to be a three-point opportunity for Michael Barletta.
Super play by Barletta. Took the ball right away from Adams and went up with the shot and got fouled.
Great determination there by the senior guard.
You can see the shot originally meant. Well, that's the last shot where he did score, and three-point play by Barletta.
So now it's back to a 5-point lead. Inside, Adams, no. Boncheski, the board. How did Phil get that to go off glass?
He got the ball in his hands nice and just rolled it off his wrist right in.
The hook won't go. And an offensive foul on Adams. Excuse me, defensive foul on Rob Adams. So Cougars will have it with 52 ticks left.
And a foul against Jonathan Veet.
There's
Boncheski stay with the ball here. It looks like he just rolls it off his wrist and banks it in. Boncheski has done excellent work underneath the basket.
Ryan misses, and the Spartans do a poor job boxing out there.
McGear lost the ball, and Barletta was right there and laid it in.
Michael Barletta's got 7 in this period. Boncheski is fouled. Tucker, Matt Tucker, that is his second personal foul. And he's going to come out in just a few seconds as Lenny Leshko is going to step in as you get a look at the replay.
The play here where Boncheski in a lot of traffic once again. He gets fouled. He'll go to the line to shoot 2. Michael Barletta has scored the last 7 points for the Cougars, and they have that 5-point lead at 13-8.
Boncheski is their best free throw shooter, 72% coming into this contest.
Well, this is where you want the ball, Canio. The big guy, he's got to get the ball down low. I mean, they're going to have a tough time guarding him.
Boncheski earlier this year had 30 boards against Berwick. That is unbelievable. 30 rebounds in a high school basketball game.
I wonder how big the tallest player for Berwick was in that game. Maybe you're talking somebody like maybe about 5'10", to get 30 rebounds.
Or maybe as tall as I am.
Yeah, it's about 5'10", right?
Oh, yeah. 5 seconds, Barletta. Tough shot. No. Through 1. 3-point lead, Hazleton area. Back here at Wyoming Valley West High School, where you see some of the folks who have gathered.
I thought there'd be a bigger crowd here than there is. There's a lot of seats here. But maybe people, rather than come to the game, are staying home listening to us. What do you think?
Could be a very good possibility there.
We're in for a good ball game before this is over. This could go right down to the wire. 2 excellent teams, both with the same record at 13-4.
And you see the field goal percentage for Hazleton area shooting the lights out at 46%. Tie up there by Barletta. Spartans will control, however.
Barletta is really working on defense. Him and Mariano out front are really hustling the defense out on top.
Kotarski. Boncheski inside to McGear. Quickly passing it inside and open is Matt Hoppel. First points for Matt. Now it's a 1-point lead.
You can see that Valley West very patient there and caught Hoppel underneath in good position, and he got a layup.
Teeters deflected by Vinovorsky. Kotarski up court. Open Vinovorsky. Hard no. Boncheski the board. The putback no. He got the rebound, and it counts. Bill Boncheski determined to get the bucket.
Tremendous work once again by Boncheski. In a lot of traffic and gets fouled. Here's the play by McGeary, gets it underneath to Hoppel in great position. Uses back to to prevent the Hazelton defense in there and scores. And then Boncheski in a whole lot of traffic. Determination once again by Phil. He scores and gets fouled and converts the three-point play.
9 points for Boncheski, and all of a sudden it's a 2-point lead for Valley West. And Matt Tucker, with 2 personal fouls, checks back into the ballgame in the second period with about 6:35 left. And he's posting up right on Boncheski, and Tucker's got it now. Mariano 3, no. Rebound in the hands.
Valley West was down in this game 8-4, and they've scored 11 out of the last 13 points in this contest, and Boncheski's got 9 of them for the Spartans.
Hoppel swung over Justin Kotarski. Now Phil Boncheski. Scott Vinovorsky. Long 3, Vinovorsky, no. Offensive board, Hoppel, who throws it away, however, and Tucker corrals the basketball. 5:30 to go.
Get a rebound like that, Connie, or you want to start everything all over again. Don't get impatient and try to get a quick hoop. Get it outside, rerun the offense.
Mariano finding Barletta, baseline, Michael, tough shot, got it. Oh, tough shot there by Michael Barletta, but the senior guard now with 9. We're tied again at 15.
Michael Barletta in the first meeting only had 6 points. So far he's got 9 in this one.
Hoppel. Matt Hoppel has 4 in this period, and it's back to a 2-point contest for Valley West.
Matt's done a good job since he's come into this ball game. Showed a lot of spunk on offense and playing pretty good defense. Man-to-man defense all over the floor by the Spartans.
Tucker. Inside the Veet. Jonathan, turn around, too hard. Oh, but he gets the shooter's roll. Bruce Leib shouting instructions from the bench. We're tied again at 17.
Good position there by Veet. He was right in front of the basket and made a good turnaround move.
Here's a look at the bucket by Barletta.
Mike Barletta, excellent game tonight. Drives around 2 Valley West defenders and lays it in.
Open 3 for Kotarski, hard off the back of the iron, no good. And here comes Michael Barletta. Barletta double team, so he'll slow things up and give it to Chris Leib, who checks into the ball game for the first time. You see our score. Happy you could join us here on WYLN for a real good Wyoming Valley Conference Division I matchup. Tucker, he'll take that. That's a 3, no. Rebound in the hands of Barletta. Michael Barletta, a scrappy guard and a scrappy player. 11 points for Michael.
Mike's been the whole spark tonight, as Conio said, for Hazelton, because they've just struggled offensively with the exception of Barletta.
Boncheski, a reach in, and Boncheski, I think, got hit in the eye. Oh, Phil is... that left eye he's holding as if he was accidentally bumped there.
Chris Leib committed the foul. Non-shooting foul. Valley West will inbound it under their own basket. They're down 2 at 19-17.
Boncheski, immediately they pass it inside to Big Phil, because as you saw, Matt Tucker on the bench and Leschko back in, tied again at 19. So Valley West seeing a little bit of a mismatch there and taking advantage of it.
And that's where you got to go with the ball, Conio. You want it in his hands inside. Hazelton having a very difficult time guarding it.
Live driving it inside, and the freshman told by the 6'6", 220-pound senior to get this thing out of here. Bill came into this game with 62 blocks.
Mike Barletta has scored 11 out of the last 13 points for Hazelton.
Hazelton area needs more balance. Barletta, nope, the three ball no good. Rob Adams with the rebound. Tim Fedor into the ball game now, open in the corner. Hoppel, that's a three, yes.
Matt Hoppel's having an excellent evening tonight. That gives him 7 points, three-pointer, along with 2 other field goals, and he's been a real factor here in the first half, along with Boncheski.
He's got all those points in the second quarter. Beats, nope, rebound Vinavorsky. Tempo beginning to edge in the Spartan direction. Oh, leader by Vinavorsky's good. Forcing the action, Bruce Leib wants a timeout. And he's going to get one. At the 1:49 mark, he's signaling a 20-second timeout. So a 20-second timeout, and here's the last bucket by Scott Vinavorsky.
You can see Vinavorsky, a great move off the dribble, scores, and Valley West has scored 7 in a row for a 24-19 lead.
Young man enjoying tonight's contest.
Boncheski with 11, Hoppel with 7. They've got 18 out of the 24 for the Spartans.
John, well, there you get a look at the Wyoming Valley West football coach, Jim Contafio, enjoying tonight's contest. Of course, we saw him at the Adlington Heights Valley West game, and I'm sure that he comes to all of the games, not just the ones that we broadcast here on WYLN.
You find a few football players here in the run.
There are a couple who are here, you're right. Let's go. Lenny, no. Boncheski with the defensive play. Basketball controlled by Vinavorsky.
Last time down the floor, Wyoming Valley West was able to get the running game going a little bit.
Apple? No, in and out. Vinavorsky, yes. Scott Vinavorsky with 6.
Good offensive rebounding there by Scott the last 2 times. He's done an excellent job.
Chris Leib.
Spartans are on an 8-0 run.
1 minute mark here in the second. 7-point advantage for Valley West. Hazelton area really dominated the early goings, and Valley West has had their way from about the 4-minute mark in the second period on. Almost a turnover there.
Hoppel's been a real key here because he's been wide open over in that corner as Hazelton's concentrating on Boncheski inside.
You saw Bruce Leib talking to some of his players from the bench. Bryan in no man's land gave it off inside to Leschko, and Tommy Kosen has a whistle with 27 ticks left. Matt Hoppel is going to pick up the personal foul, and into the ball game, Don Patrick. A look at Don and having a seat. Lenny Leschko with 27 seconds left.
Coughlin here at home this year, 6-1 on the season. Their only loss, that devastating loss in the first half to Coughlin by a score of 72-50.
Crusaders, of course, wrapping up the Division I title.
Michael Barletta in this game, 5 out of 9 from the field.
Oh my.
And he's been the whole offense for Hazelton in the first half. Last game he only had 6 points and really struggled against Valley West down in Hazelton.
Bryan, no. Rebounded. Hoppel. And there's time for the Spartans. They get a 10-point lead with a 3 here. Boncheski, foul.
Big height advantage there for Boncheski, and he got it inside, and 2 Hazelton players guarding him, and they committed a foul. You can see Boncheski with the size, not able to handle him. They commit the foul, and he'll be at the line. 6 seconds to go in the first half. Valley West with a 9-0 run here has a 6-point lead, 25-19.
Simon Daywood has also checked into the game. As sitting down and getting a nice applause was Rob Adams.
A little size there. Might get an offensive rebound here in the dying seconds.
And Boncheski misses the first of 2. Again, very good free throw shooter at 72%. That leads the team. Here comes the second. Second one's no good as well. Loose ball. Chris Live's got it. Barletta just throws it down court. Well short. Michael Barletta has had a great first half for Hazleton area with 11 points. His teammates, however, have only scored 8 other points, and that's not good news for Bruce Live's team, who trails at halftime 26-19.
His baskets in the first half were off a lot of determination. One on a great drive, another on a offensive rebound. So Vinovorski's been a key, but I think the whole key in the first half has been Matt Hoppel, because he's made Hazleton extend that defense as they tried to stop him, and when they did, Phil Boncheski was open underneath and scored some baskets. Phil had 11 in the first half, and when they went inside to defend Boncheski, Hoppel was wide open, hit a three-pointer, got another bucket.
And
so Matt Hoppel, here's up Matt Hoppel there, 3 for 4 from field goal range, so he's been a real factor in this game. Why the Wyoming Valley West Spartans have a 7-point lead as we go to the third quarter.
And Hazleton area is going to control the basketball. Mariano, backdoor trying to find Barletta. Passed a little too far and a turnover.
Bruce Live is just shaking his head down there on the bench. Hazleton out of sync here a little bit. Of course, they've won 10 in a row, and Valley West is 6-1 at home. So you got a lot going for you on the part of both teams here tonight.
And of course, the last loss by Hazleton area was Wyoming Valley West. Open 3, Vinovorski. Scott Vinovorski, who had 32 threes coming into this contest, now picked up his 33rd, and the lead now is at double digits for Valley West.
And if he starts hitting, Hazleton's going to have a real difficult time guarding the inside and the outside.
He starts hitting, there will be trouble in River City. Tucker, he has to get hot, blocked by Boncheski. Katarski brought that basket up, back out, excuse me. And the Spartans are going to go to the line, and here's a look at the defensive play by Phil Boncheski.
You see Hazleton get the ball into Tucker. He goes away with his patented left-handed jump shot, and he gets stuffed by Boncheski. Valley West gets the ball, comes down the floor very quickly. Jim Casey gets fouled as he goes in for a shot. Great defensive work by Boncheski.
Tucker with a foul, but how about the reaction by Phil Boncheski? He's a little pumped. Here's Jim Casey.
Jim Casey has scored the first 2 points of the ball game. Tied the game at 2. He hasn't scored since, but he did not get a whole lot of playing time in that first half.
Casey's an outstanding free throw shooter. Handing 1 of 2 there. He's a little bit over 70%. Lead now 11. Nathan Mariano. Jonathan Beat with the basketball now. Michael Barletta. Barletta, baseline, block. He controlled it, but Jim Casey had the basketball for the Spartans, and here is Vinovorski.
Valley West has scored the last 13 points.
Turnover by Boncheski, and the defensive play by the Spartans.
There's a play here is Barletta with a lot of traffic and just too much size inside that time. Outsized Barletta, knocked the ball out of bounds. Valley West scoring the last 9 points of the first half, and the first 4 of this half are on a big run here and lead by 11.
Beat. Tough shot. Forced contact. Smart play. Boncheski the foul, and Jonathan Beat, who's about a 70% free throw shooter, will go to the line to shoot a couple.
One thing Boncheski has to guard against is getting in foul trouble, of course, and not to slap at trying to block the ball. You just have to go up straight. is a sim slap there, and that time, and that's where he got the foul. If he went up straight, he probably would have blocked it.
John Rosick looks on. Of course, these two teams could meet again, not only for the Division I Conference Championship game, but also in the districts. They did last year, a game Hazleton area won at Wilkes University.
Well, the two fouls by Veet blocked, stops that 13 to nothing run by the Spartans. Now, as we've seen a couple of times this year, when Valley West gets big leads, they get careless, start throwing the ball around, and they did it just there, threw it out of bounds, and do that 2 or 3 times, and before you know it, Hazleton's back in the ball game. Kids have a tendency sometimes to relax when they get big leads.
Boy, and the one thing
concentration.
The one thing you don't want to do is give a team like Hazleton area, who was down a few moments ago by 11, any opportunity to come back. And Valley West may be doing that here, because that's a 3 by Michael Barletta. And Michael really having a great game tonight. And a steal by Nathan Mariano. Mariano missed the shot. Out of bounds, it went off of Justin Klatarski. A timeout is called by Valley West. 22nd timeout, the last 3 by Barletta.
Great shot by Barletta, wide open. Drills his second 3 of the night. He's got 14. Hazleton is within 6 at 30 to 24.
And they have the basketball game now, because Tucker has 3 personals. Mariano.
Tug McGear on Barletta now, so to see, he has the hot hand. I'm sure they're going to try to run the offense. Hopefully they'll shake him loose again.
Veet. He hit that shot several times against Coughlin a week ago tonight.
7-0 run by the Cougars.
The lead is 4. McGear stops, rimmed it in. Oh, that's a big bucket, and McGear is now on the scoreboard at about the 4:32 mark.
The Tugger has struggled against Hazleton. He only had 1 field goal in the first meeting. He has 1 here tonight.
20 against Pittston last Saturday night was McGear, who was also the MVP of the Crossan tournament, which Valley West won here. Hazleton area also won their holiday tournament as well. Veet, oh, difficult shot, barely hit the rim. Loose ball, McGear has it. Up court, stolen away by Mariano.
Bad play there by Valley West. Had the ball. Dinoborski tried to get the ball down the floor.
Foul called Veet. John Rosick and the Smarten fans wanted a traveling call. Here is McGear's first points of the contest.
McGear gets a good shot right there, rolls it in.
And here now we'll look at the personal foul.
A good fake there by Veet. Foul's called on Valley West.
Jim Casey picks up the personal.
Valley West has to protect the ball a little bit better. Here in the third quarter, they got a little ragged offensively, and some turnovers has given Hazleton a chance, and they're back in the ball game. Only trail by 6.
Mariano cannot drive, guarded well there by Tim Needle.
They were down early in this third quarter by 11.
Mariano, oh, almost a steal there, but the whistle, Tim Needle with the personal foul. Ed DeMichael with the call.
DeMichael was in good position to make that call. Needle got him from behind.
Needle and Adams playing much better basketball, so said John Rosick before this basketball game.
Broyan's back in the ball game. Great 3-point shooter, but against the man-to-man defense that Valley West is throwing up here tonight, he'll struggle a little bit.
Broyan beating Lesko, blocked. Oh, and it was blocked by Boncheski, and the fans really didn't like that call. Boncheski doesn't agree with it either.
Boncheski said he got all ball there. John Rossi kind of upset. There's the drive. Oh, I think he got him. I think it was a good call. Boncheski got him on the wrist. Good call by Ed DeMichael.
I'll tell you what, Pete, after looking at that, I don't think he did get him on the wrist.
Yeah, I think so. You could see on the inside, it looked like it was a good call on the replay.
Well, regardless of what we think, DeMichael's opinion is what counts. And Lesko canned them both. So now it's a 4-point lead again. Fans wanted a foul on Barletta. Did not get the whistle. Under 3 minutes. John Rosick shouting instructions.
Got to get Boncheski down low here. Is a mismatch there with Lesko.
McGear.
Height-wise.
That was tipped. Let's go with the board. Patented Hazleton area run. They can cut it to 3 or 2. Stand corrected. They can cut it to 2 or 1 here. Barletta. Boy, he's been great tonight. 16.
You got it.
McGear the other way, fouled. 3-point play coming up. Tug McGear. When Valley West needed a bucket badly, he gave it to him, and he is going to go to the line. 3-point opportunity coming up for the junior forward.
The score was 30-26 in favor of Valley West. McGear got a basket to stop that run. And here when it was 32-30, McGear got another basket and can complete a 3-point play, but misses it. Out of bounds run by Hazleton.
Out of bounds, and it's going to be Spartan basketball, and the Cougar fans did not like the call. They thought the ball went off of Scott Vinovorski's hands. Bruce Leib definitely thought that. Boncheski corner. Boncheski. Lesko cut that off, and that is a 3. Rimmed in and out. Boncheski, the board. No, couldn't get the shooter's roll, and the board comes down in the hands of Barletta. Michael Barletta passing to Broyan. Out of bounds. Cougar basketball with $1:46 to go in the third, and this action in the third has been pretty incredible.
Good hustle there by Matt Hoppel, getting back on defense. Prevented the layup basket by Hazel to knock the ball out of bounds. Excellent work by Hoppel.
Mariano. Lesko, who's gotten a lot of PT because of the foul difficulty. On Tucker.
Hazleton has done this all without Matt Tucker, who has struggled here with only 2 points tonight and saddled with fouls.
3 personals for Matt. Mariano. You see the time remaining in the third. Barletta. He's been great this period, and a reach-in foul on McGear. And Tugger did not like the call.
Good call there. Foul all the way on McGear. Valley West partisan fans here are yelling for an elbow thrown by Barletta. Didn't get it. Foul was on McGear.
Mariano. Beat. In the lane, kicked back out. Mariano now. Open shot for Nathan, short. Rebounded by Vinovorski. Up court quickly to Needle. Needle, baseline, Needle, crushed, and he'll go to the line. Good call there, too.
Tim Needle made a nice move to the basket. 3 defenders there from Hazleton, and they committed the foul. And Needle will go to the line and shoot 2. You see Needle there, and he's surrounded by 3 Hazleton players.
You see coming into the ballgame now, Rob Adams. Checking out will be Boncheski at the 46-second mark in the third. Happy you could join us on WYLN with Pete Erickson. Jim Shepard's our statistician, Drexel Wright our director. I'm Connie O. Costanza. 4-point lead for the Spartans. 5-point lead for the Spartans as drilling the first is Needle.
Good move there by Coach John Rosick of Valley West, getting Boncheski out of the game for 46 seconds so he doesn't get a late foul.
Needle 57% from the charity stripe. Can the both. First points of the game for Tim. 6-point lead. Mariano. That's an open three for Bryan. Back iron, no good. Adams the board. The Spartans now, if they want to, can hold for one shot. Up court, Hoppel. And Needle and Tim Needle's going to hold the basketball here for a few seconds. And again, if you're just joining us, Hazleton area led early, and quite frankly, from about this 4-minute mark on, the Spartans have controlled the basketball game. But Hazleton area has come back. They were down 11 in this period. McGear traveled with the basketball, now 5 seconds left, and the Cougars will try to put a play together to get some points here.
Terrible play by Valley West there with only 2 seconds to go on the clock.
Oh, wait a second. No, there was 5 seconds left when the whistle was blown, and there are 2 now, and 2 of the best officials in the Wyoming Valley Conference will sort this out, I'm sure.
Well, Bruce Leib got up immediately and went to the scores table and then told the officials there was 5 seconds left when they called the foul. So now they're going to try to get things straight, and they're putting the 5 seconds on the clock.
Yeah, that's definitely the correct call.
So plenty of time for Hazleton to get a shot. See what kind of an out-of-bounds play they run here. 5 players right across the floor.
Kosen is going to have the basketball, is going to inbound the basketball underneath Valley West's basket. Bruce Leib wanted it closer to the Valley West bench. Here we go, 5 seconds to go. They'll throw it up court. That's going to be out of bounds, which means they will inbound it where Veet threw it from. 5 seconds to go, and I bet you that they bring in Boncheski, and indeed they do. Watch the lob here.
Good observation there. Of course, the clock doesn't start until somebody touches it inbounds, and Veet just threw the ball right out of bounds. He threw a football past the length of the floor. Nobody touched it, and now the Spartans are going to get it out under their own basket.
Vinovorsky to inbound. Open look. Hoppel hits it. That's it. End of 3. 8-point advantage for John Rossick's Valley West Spartans. Here's a look at the last bucket. This was a big one, Pete.
Matt Hoppel on an out-of-bounds play shook loose along the baseline and scored a basket. And watch Coach Bruce Leib. Boy, is he upset.
Oof.
And anything that drives a coach crazy is to have an opponent score a basket right in the closing seconds of a quarter.
See the scoring by quarters, and again, as we mentioned, Valley West with that 10-point advantage in the second. And really, that's one of the reasons why the Spartans are up 38-30. So happy you could join us here on WYLN.
Early in that third quarter, Valley West had an 11-point lead at 30-19, but they were outscored 11-2 as Hazleton got back in it and only trailed at 32-30. But they scored the last 6 points of the half, and now they're up by 8.
Boncheski will drive. Vinovorsky got the basketball, was blocked though.
Good play by Matt Tucker. Tucker in the ball game. He only has 2 points tonight.
Tucker, that's a 3. Oh, it rimmed out. Bolesko got the board. Lenny forces the action. No. Offensive board, Barletta. So a couple offensive boards. Mariano, offensive foul on Nathan, who was out of control as he drove the lane.
Good call there. Jim Casey had the position. Mariano tried to go inside. Casey had established his position. And here Mariano just runs right over Casey. And Mariano's on the bench. Tough night for Nathan tonight. Has not scored. And he's back on the bench.
Chris Leib is into the ball game as we are trickling down to the 7-minute mark in the fourth.
Valley West with the 8-point lead has to be very careful with the basketball. They don't want to make any stupid plays, throw the ball over, and give Hazleton a chance to get back into it.
Personal foul called against Bobby Bryan.
You see Boncheski in a lot of traffic, gets fouled by Bryan, and Boncheski will go to the line. Boncheski did not score in the third quarter after scoring 11 in the first half. So he has to reestablish himself offensively in this fourth quarter.
Again, Phil, about 72% from the line. Tonight, 4 of 6 with 12 points. Ooh, in and out.
Sometimes shoots his fouls a little too quickly.
Live.
It's a 9-point lead for the Spartans. All night been in that man-to-man defense.
Let's go. Looking inside, trying to get it to Barletta, who saved it. Chris Live, off balance, no good. Boncheski the board. Oh, and Tucker is lucky. He didn't pick up his 4th there.
John Wrighty was lucky. Looked like he grabbed Boncheski on the arm.
John Rossick, a former basketball official in this league. I'm sure he reminded Ed DeMichael and Tom Kosten of that close no call.
Of course, here's the weave now by Wyoming Valley West. Looking for maybe a break off that.
AC, no, too hard. Here comes Michael Barletta, pushing up court, under 6 minutes. And a timeout called by Hazleton area. It's a full timeout. 5:47 to go. The lead, 9. Pete Erickson, how about the night Matt Hoppel is having?
4 for 6 from the field goal range. In the first half, he had 7 points, 1 3-pointer, and he got a big basket here at the end of the 3rd quarter to give Valley West an 8-point lead at 38-30. Matt Hoppel has had an excellent game here tonight.
Barletta just got it inbound, and now it's turned over. Boncheski.
Good job defensively by Valley West on that inbounds play.
Boy, coach's nightmare. You call a timeout to set a play, and you turn the ball over immediately, and now a holding call against Bobby Bryant. Second on Bobby.
And Mike Barletta scored the last basket for Hazleton in that 3rd quarter to move them within 2 at 32-30. That was the last basket that Hazleton, the last points Hazleton has scored in this ball game. And Tug McGeer has done an excellent job defensively on Barletta.
McGeer lost control of that. Tucker the rebound. Cougars need a couple buckets here badly. Chris Lai, the freshman, giving it to Barletta, who gives it inside to Tucker. Nothing there. Live, jump shot, short. Loose basketball controlled by Phil Boncheski, and Tug McGeer slowly takes it up court. Under 5 minutes, 9-point lead Valley West. Vinovorsky stripped inside, and he is going to go to the charity stripe to shoot a couple.
Foul on Barletta as Vinovorsky come roaring across the low post there, and he got fouled by Barletta as he reached in and grabbed his wrist. Scott Vinovorsky has 9 points here tonight. Hit a 3-pointer to start the 3rd quarter. Gave Valley West at the time a 10-point lead at 29-19.
Vinovorsky misses the first. He is a 67% free throw shooter. You get a look at Michael, who's really had a tremendous night. 16 points for Michael. He's done his share. Both free throws missed by Vinovorsky. See how important that is later on.
4th quarter.
Barletta, leaner, yep. 18 for Michael. 7-point lead.
Press all over the floor by Hazleton.
Boncheski lost control. Oh, and Tucker didn't have his head up, otherwise Veet had an easy bucket. That's a 3 for Barletta, who is fouled, and he's going to go to the line to shoot 3 foul shots.
Bad foul by Tug McGeer. Outside shot by Barletta. Even though he was hot, you give him that shot out there. McGeer commits the foul. Barletta will have 3 attempts from the foul line. Here it is. Commits the foul there. The call by Tom Kosten. Barletta with these 3 can move Hazleton within 4 if he makes them all. 4:12 to go in the ball. 4:18 to go in the ball game.
62% from the field for Michael Barletta. great night he's having.
And he's been it offensively for Hazleton, as Matt Tucker only has 2 points. Barletta's got 19 of the 33.
Second rim's in. Third missed. Matt Tucker again only with 2 points in this contest. He's been averaging about 11 a game. Needle. As we're winding down to the 4-minute mark.
Wyoming Valley West needs a basket bad.
Boncheski couldn't give it to him. There he did. Phil working the offensive boards, and Boncheski now with 14.
And you've seen Boncheski do that about 4 or 5 times tonight. Miss a shot, but stay with it and score on the rebound.
Inside to Tucker. To Veet. Veet with the layup.
Good play there by Tucker, getting the ball to Veet.
41-36 now.
10 points for Jonathan Veet.
Almost a 5-second count. Vinavorsky swatted away by Matt Tucker.
Good play defensively there by Tucker. Even if Boncheski got a shot at that, that's a tough shot for him. I mean, he's putting the ball up left-handed. That's not the kind of shot you want Boncheski to take.
Boncheski. Oh. Well, if you give him that, though, and he starts hitting that, what do you do?
And he can make that shot.
Yes, he can. 43-36.
He scored the 5 points that Valley West has scored in this quarter.
Turnaround, Tucker, yes. Needs some more from Matt. He has 4. Again, he's been in double digits in 6 of his last 7 games, but his game has really been moving up. The runner, Vinavorsky, no. Boncheski the rebound, and that could be 4 on Matt Tucker.
Tucker's really got to be careful here now. You can see Boncheski with the rebound goes up, and Tucker fouls him. Boncheski will go to the line. It's a 5-point lead for the Spartans with 2:44 to go in the ball game. Got to get the ball above the rim. Boncheski just threw a line drive there, never got the ball over the rim.
Phil is 4 of 8 from the charity stripe. And again, he's their best free throw shooter. Oh, he missed them both. Live. Barletta.
Big possession here for the Hazleton Cougars. There's the guy you want with the ball.
Foul called. And it's going to be against Scott Vinavorsky. John Rossick.
Coach Bruce Leib knows the night that Barletta is having. And you can see Barletta with a great move there. Goes by Vinavorsky, and he just fouls him. Michael, the whole show tonight for Hazleton with 20 points. Make it 21.
And a timeout is called. Timeout on the court. And it's a full timeout by Valley West. Back after this. Lead is 4. Final 2:19 in the 4th. And what a basketball game this one's turned out to be. You see the timeouts remaining. Hazleton area has 1:20 remaining. And other than that, both teams pretty good with timeouts. The second of 2 for Michael Barletta.
Valley West very tentative offensively here in these last 3 or 4 minutes.
Vinavorsky got a pick from Boncheski. Vinavorsky to the hole. And that's going to do it for Matt Tucker. Matt Tucker, trying to make a play defensively, has picked up his 5th foul.
Scott Vinavorsky, excellent move to the basket. Would have got a layup. Tucker comes over and fouls him. And that's it for Matt Tucker. Scott Vinoborski at the line. Missed 2 foul shots earlier in this quarter. Matt Tucker fouls out with 4 points. Matt struggles against size. When somebody's as big as he is or a little bit bigger, Matt has a tough time. Big foul shots for Valley West here and Scott Vinoborski.
Ooh. Vinoborski misses the first. You know, I bet you that there are going to be a lot of centers in Quad A that are going to have trouble with Phil Boncheski for the next 3 years. Oh, he missed them both. Vinoborski missed them both, and a foul called against Tim Needle reaching in.
Valley West has missed 7 of 8 foul shots here in the 4th quarter. And they've missed 6 in a row. The only foul shot was converted in the 4th quarter was the first one by Boncheski. Since then, they've missed 7 in a row.
Coach's son on the line for a 1-and-1. Check that. 2 shots here. No, it is a 1-and-1. Leschko got the rebound, and Leschko got fouled by Rob Adams. So it was I was correct, it was a 1-and-1, but the offensive board by an unlikely candidate to pick up an offensive board with 2:03 to go in the 4th. But that's what Leschko did, and Lenny will go to the charity stripe.
Of course, Leschko, a different player inside than Tucker. Leschko not as tall, but a lot wider. He's got a lot of strength in there, so he's a battler. He could be a factor here coming down the wire.
Lenny hits the first. But size-wise, it's Leschko, and then after him inside, I guess you have to go to Don Patrick.
Horrendous foul shooting here in the 4th quarter by Valley West has given Hazleton a chance to get within 2.
Under 2 minutes. Tim Needle, guarded by Chris Lime. Needle, passing it inside, stolen away, and here comes Barletta. And that's stolen away, but lost out of bounds by Tim Needle, and you can see Tim frustrated that he couldn't hang on to the basketball. Justin Kotarski will come into the game, and a timeout is called, a 20-second timeout called by Hazleton area. So now both teams are out of 20s, and they both have 2 full remaining.
Connie O'Hazelton's done a great job defensively here in the 4th quarter. Valley West has had to work for almost every shot that they've taken in this 4th quarter. But missing 7 out of 8 foul shots, 7 in a row, has really hurt the Spartans. They had a 43-36 lead on a basket by Boncheski. Since then, they haven't scored, and it's come down here to 43-41 with 1:44 to go in the ball game. It's going to be Hazleton's ball under their own basket. Watch out for Michael Barletta.
Yeah, he's been the hot player all night long.
That's where you want the ball. Coach Leib will probably realize this.
Chris Leib getting a lot of playing time.
You can see Hazleton's offense really moving against the screen.
Barletta, no, rebounded by Vinoborski.
Forced that one a little bit. Not a good shot by Mike.
Matt Hoppel. And a reach-in call going to be called against Michael Barletta, his 3rd, with 1:14 remaining.
We can't stress enough how Valley West has struggled on the line here in this 4th quarter. Of course, Matt Hoppel here tonight has just had an outstanding ball game.
Hoppel 70% from the free throw line. You look at Michael Barletta. Well, what an effort Michael Barletta has given this evening.
10 points for Matt.
Make it 11. 4-point contest. Broyan 3, yes! Oh, what a critical 3 by Bobby Broyan. The lead is now 1. Justin Kotarski up court inside to McGear, who got it off glass and in.
Well, what a great play there by McGear in traffic. He's only got 6 points, and they've all been tough shots. Can't leave Bryan get open, though, because he can drill that three.
Timeout called by Hazleton area. 43 seconds to go. We'll take one as well. And we're back after this. Last couple of scores by Hazleton area. First the three.
Bryan drills the three-pointer. Then Tug McGear in a lot of traffic comes back and scores for Valley West.
Loose ball. It'll stay Hazleton area basketball, as running into the stands was Justin Kotarski.
Almost a big steal by the Spartans. Cougars will inbound it. 41 seconds to go in the ball game. They're down 3.
Barletta to inbound. Got it to Veet. Veet inside. Oh, rimmed out. Loose ball. McGear's got it, and a whistle against Hazleton area.
Boy, Veet had a good shot. He was right in there within about 5 feet. Excellent shot. It rolled out. Valley West got the rebound, got fouled. And here we go to the foul line again. Valley West has only made 3 of 10 here in the fourth quarter.
This is not a bad place Hazleton area would like to have as you look at the free throw shooting. Not a bad place you like to have the Spartans tonight, because they have struggled from the line.
Make it 3 of 11.
John Rossick is going to point, regardless of what happens, at the free throw shooting and say, we must do better. 4-point lead. Hazleton area with 1 timeout remaining. The lead's 4. Chris Live. Barletta, a 3. He's open, no. Loose ball, Veet got it. Jonathan Veet, that's no good as well. Loose basketball.
Scrappy bunch, Hazleton. They threw the ball out of bounds. They really battled twice and got offensive rebounds and then threw the ball out of bounds.
Timeout by the Spartans with 17 seconds to go. 4-point lead for Wyoming Valley West, and if the Spartans hang on, what a big win it would be as they continue their trek into the second half play. And of course, they go on the road for their next contest. They go to Coughlin, a place where John Rossick's team lost 70-52. Last time they played in 1997, of course. They played that game December 19th, the game played here.
72-50. They really got, they got a tough road, Valley West, if they win this ball game tonight, because they not only have to go to Coughlin, they got to go to Nanticoke area, and there won't be any, party down there either. They do have Crestwood home, Berwick home, and Bishop Hoban home, and then have to go to Tunkhannock at the end. But I think tomorrow the first thing in practice Coach Rossick might do is put everybody on the foul line, because here in the fourth quarter they're only 4 of 12. Missing 8 foul shots coming down the wire. With only a 4-point lead, this game would have been over long ago.
And as a team, they're at about 67.5%, which is not bad, but they're not at 67% tonight.
Hazleton had good looks at the basket the last 2 times and had a couple of good rebounds, and it wouldn't fall for them.
Barletta picking up the foul.
And here's the guy that I think has been the difference in the ball game tonight for Valley West, Matt Hoppel. Got an excellent first half play by Matt, and then he scored a big basket at the end of the third quarter on an out-of-bounds play that gave Valley West a 38-30 lead. He made 2 foul shots out of the 4 that Valley West made in this fourth quarter, and he's just drilled another one. So if you're looking for a star of the game for Valley West, I would say it'd definitely be Matt Hoppel.
Hoppel with 12. 13. Ice water in his veins. 6-point lead. Cougars need a 3 and a timeout. And they have 1 remaining. Live. Open inside. Timeout called by Hazleton area, but that's only get 2. 6 seconds left. It's a 4-point lead. And that is it for timeouts for Hazleton areas. Now, the Cougars have burned them all. Here's a look at Chris Live's first bucket of the evening.
There's the basket and the shot there by Chris Leib to bring them within 6 again. It's 4 with 50 to 46. Just looking at Matt Hoppel here. He didn't score till the start of the second quarter when he got his first basket, got another basket in the second quarter, and then drilled a three-pointer late in the quarter. Ended up at the end of the first half with 7 points, and he's just done an excellent job coming down the stretch, 4 out of 4 from the line.
Reminder, we are live at Wyoming Valley West High School here in Plymouth. Division I showdown between Hazleton area and Valley West. Hazleton area from the free throw line, 10 of 13. The Spartans from the charity stripe, 12 of 25.
Not even 50%.
But with 6 seconds to go, Cougars need to stop here badly. Oh, they threw the ball away. 4-point lead. Of course, no time goes off the clock.
Terrible play by Vinovorsky. Terrible pass out of bounds. Got to make sure that inbound pass. Hazleton's going to have a shot here.
Spartans burn a timeout with 6 seconds to go here in the fourth. Spartans giving Hazleton area the opportunity to maybe come back in this ball game. If Valley West is smart here, basically allow any kind of shot. And really,
well, you don't want them to get a 3 here, because if they hit a 3 quickly, they commit a foul. And the way Valley West has shot fouls here in the fourth quarter, they could have some problems. Actually,
yes,
it'd be best for Valley West to commit a foul.
Even if Hazleton area hits a 3, 6 seconds left, Valley West does not even have to inbound the basketball. I mean, they can take their time getting the basketball, picking it up, and really, it's a game that should be won by Valley West with 6 seconds to go and a 4-point lead. Just don't allow yourself to foul a shooter shooting a 3-pointer. You do that, of course, then you open up another can of worms of possible 4-point play. By the way,
go ahead.
Neither team with a timeout remaining.
One guy's face you want to be in right here is Bobby Broyan. He's the best 3-point shooter on the team.
Chris Leib, they get it to Barletta, who will shoot the open 3. That's going to do it. The Wyoming Valley West Spartans with an impressive win here at home, knocking off Bruce Leib's Hazleton area Cougars 50 to 46. So the Spartans now 2-0 in conference play. The Cougars go to 1-1. Valley West overall 14-4. The Cougars are now 13-5. Final thoughts after this.